Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we are getting ready to continue helping the residents of the Forsaken Inn. And in fact, as I was leaving the last time, I noticed I had missed one gentleman, this constable here, so we're going to talk to him. Good morning, Constable.
Would you do something for me?
Greetings, young High Elf. I'm the constable here at the Forsaken Inn. My body's too old for adventure, but my mind is young enough to know there's work to be done around here. Up north beyond Weathertop, there are wolves and orcs in the Midgewater Pass, and boars scattered throughout Annalus, all causing no end of trouble. I've a bit of proposition for you. Clear out threats. If you bring me proof of your noble deeds, I will see that you get a fair reward. Are you interested? Okay, so he wants us to go collect some boar tusks and some wolf tails and some orc shields. And let us take a look at this. Annun, Anun Loss. Anunloss? Anunloss? You know what? I am going to make myself a mental note to look that up, because I am really not sure how that's pronounced. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go grab these orcs. And we're going to horse up for this. And it's nighttime, and I like the nighttime sky in Lone Lands. It's nice and clear and full of stars, and a nice big moon. It actually looks, well, pretty much like a moon should look. Alright, so we'll set that as the quest guide, and which way are we going? Alright, so, noble deeds. Well, the orcs are way over here, so we want to go that way. Alright. We can go around. We'll have to go through the ditch. Oh, it's probably a little bigger than just a plain old ditch. The dry riverbed, we'll call it that. Oh, a woad plant. Well, I will grab that for my scholar. Because woad is a color used, it's used to make various blues. Navy, sea blue, and Eredluin blue. And that was a wolf back there somewhere. Did it follow me? Nah, it didn't. I'll get that rhubarb for myself. Even though I still haven't figured out what recipe I can use that in yet. Not just yet. That's a goblin. I don't need goblins, I need orcs. I need orcs for their whatevers. I do see a pig over here. Need him. Come here. Come back here. I need to borrow your tusks. Thank you. Oh, there's a wolf around here somewhere. Oh, there you are. So, got a lot of goblins. But it's not the goblins I want right now. Another piggy. Another tusk. Am I still going the right way? I am. I should be. At least the general right direction. Oh, that's fine, because we've got all the pigs we need it. Excuse me. Yes, I know. I saw you there. I was getting to you. Oh, I guess we do need goblins after all. Not that we have to do that right here. There will be plenty of goblins where we're going next. Now, I did go ahead and log on yesterday and do my task board stuff. I am currently sitting at 4,198 out of 20,000 for acquaintance of the Eglain. So we got a little bit of a ways to go before we get to friend with them. We don't need any birds right now, do we? Do we? I mean, other than the... Well, there is the Slayer deed, so I guess we'll do it. And it looks like we don't need any more of you. I think we should be near the orcs now. Another goblin. Might as well do you too. Goblin, 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 goblin. Lots of goblins. We don't need... Nope, we don't need you. You're piggy. You are not any of the things we need right now. Where are we going anyway? You know what? I think we picked the wrong... We did pick the wrong one to follow, somehow. Silly. Silly, silly, silly goose. Alright. Let's get on our high horse. Ugh. Well, I guess we want this ore. Now are we going the right way? Yes, because I see an orc now. Excuse me, I'd like to talk to you. Alright. Now we have one orc shield. And... Is that our orc camp down there? Ooh, green onion. Excuse me, yes please. I know, I did get materials from my friend, but I'd like to get a few more of them. Especially things like green onion and to show up in several recipes. Which makes total sense if you think about it, because in real life, onions show up in several recipes. Alright, so we have lots and lots of orcs over here. We'll hit this guy. And now we're done with that. Now we can follow these quests over here. 'Cause we'll get other stuff as we go. Let's see, what is that way off in the distance there? That is one of the Forsaken Inns that way. That's not the Forsaken Inn. Ah, so from here we can actually see Minas Ariel, and that's where we're headed. The Lone Land's one of those places that seems to look a little better at night than it does during the day. Sitting here looking at it. Maybe because the textures and the distant landscapes are in shadow. But it just seems to, I guess, smooth out the jagged edges of it and makes it look just a lot nicer. Oh, I guess we do have a couple. Every one of those we get now is one less we gotta look for later. And let's see, down there. And you see the bridge, the broken bridge. So the Lone Forsaken Inn is off there. Yep, there it is, right there. We have a fugitive ruffian. Okay. Random camp. Which means there's got to be some sort of a quest for them somewhere. Guess I'm going to be looking for that. Looking for some NPC that gives us quests to deal with those. Interesting. I might end up having to look that one up. Yeah, I might end up having to look that up to see if there's some quest giver that I've missed out here somewhere. Because I recall seeing them in the past, and I vaguely recall some sort of quest involving them. But that's about it. Most of the times when I come through the Lone Lands, I do all the stuff at the Forsaken Inn, and don't recall ever seeing anybody in the Forsaken Inn give us a quest for there. Oh, excuse me. Rude much. But we needed your hide anyway, so that was good. That actually kind of spooked me, the way he screeched there. Alright, so we have all sorts of stuff here we need to do. We need to get heirlooms and coins and wolf's teeth. And we need trade bundles. And we need to kill goblins, lots and lots of goblins. Somewhere around here is a wolf. Oh. We'll run into more wolves. And I believe these are my last bout of the bounties. Because when I had to do my task board items yesterday, I did have to gather a few more. Okay, so this nice little campsite here. This is a thing that hunters use. They can bind to this spot, so say they want to use it to come back here quickly, they can. Also, I would just like to point out that if you think resting at this spot is safe, it isn't really. There are mobs that do occasionally come by this way, including a rare elite that, well, I know that they come by this way because I've actually placed characters here in the past thinking they'd be safe, only to get killed by that. And I think it's a warg. So, fair warning. That is not a safe spot to just sit and hang out while you get up to get your coffee or go to the bathroom or whatever you need to do. So I see some ancient pottery shard here. And I see a wolf. Which we do need a couple more wolf teeth or tails or something. Yep. We'll run into plenty of wolves here. So we got our rubble, which is where our coins are at. We have our pottery shards here. We have some wolves. And sometimes you do not notice them before they actually attack you. And sometimes you get plenty of notice. Wolves aren't the only creatures that can do that. A warg. There are lynxes that can do that too. They're sneaky creatures. And there is going to be a quest for the Lone Lands where you have to kill the kitty cats. Which I kind of wish I didn't have to do. But there's another wolf. Honestly, if I had my way, I wouldn't have to kill the wolves either, but I know, they're just pixels on a screen. Must have enough of those. Okay. Was kind of hoping that one wasn't going to aggro too, but it did. Alright, looks like we got our pottery shards and we've got our let's see. Probably not the best place to stop and do this. Okay, so we got everything he needs. We need our trade bundles. We need a couple more of those and a couple more of those, but we'll get those easy. We have all our pottery shards. We have all our curiosities. We got that. So it looks like we just need our trade bundles. And we're pretty much done here. I didn't get to see the... I guess we're not going to get to see the elite work here today. Oh well. That's too bad. So we got to go back up this way. And... well, we could have done this a couple different ways, but this way is easy. And look, we have a goblin. I have goblins. Gobble, 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 gobble. We have fishy goblins. Oh, get off my butt. Thank you. Well, that's two more things we've gotten all we need of. Oh, and here we're looking for these. And once again, don't know how we're carrying all of these at once. Okay. Oh, we got one here. And we got one. Well, let's get rid of the spear thrower first. We got one over here. We got one here. And I don't think the placement of these ever changed. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the placement of these has never changed because obviously muscle memory is telling me exactly where every one of them is. But I do remember that when the first couple times I had to do these, you kind of really needed a group for this. This wasn't something you could just run through and solo easily. Nowadays, even at level, this is pretty easy to do. Oh, hello. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're selling, but I'm not buying today. How many more do we need? 2 more. Alright, so is there one over here? There is a trade bundle over here. We'll just get rid of... we'll get rid of that. And if you look down here, I'm not going to jump down there just yet. We'll be going down there eventually. We got some nice big spiders down there. And we'll be visiting them sometime later. Up here. Grab one more trade bundle. Now we can head back out. And actually, I wonder if we did this fast enough that we're going to bypass most of the mobs respawn. I think we did. And of course, somebody else is here doing the same stuff. Well, they'll be happy to know that they don't have to compete. Oh, well, we bypassed almost all of the respawn. And I think since we just have a bunch of turn-ins, we're gonna get on our horse again. And I know, I keep switching horses, don't I? So I've got, let's see, 4 of them slotted that I can use at any given time. I got my Steed of Rivendell, which is one that I got long time ago. It was in the Lotro store, and it probably still is in the Lotro store, but I got the version that basically is an account-wide version. So essentially, anytime I ever make a character on this count ever again, forever, I get one of these horses. So it was, at this point, it was well worth the couple thousand LP I spent on it, because I've gotten a good 20 of those horses since then. Prized Liver Chestnut horse, which is my... Oh yes, that is the rep horse for Bree. I don't know if I've shown you this one. The one I just got off was the Green Grocer horse from the Harvest Festival. Farmer's Fair. And the Steed of the Shimmering Breeze, words, I swear I know them, also came from the Farmer's Fair. But here is this is the Bree Reputation horse. And it's a pretty simple looking horse, but it's a very pretty horse. Nice chestnut colored mare with a very simple blanket and saddle. So very nice. But yeah, I switch them out as my mood dictates. So let's see what we got. Do we have enough? We have enough dusky ears. Ah, but dusky ears aren't in our list anymore. Okay. Blackened fur. We have enough, and blackened fur is in our list. So as we get higher levels, things do drop off the task board list. So it is definitely good to do task board stuff earlier rather than later. Although in Oscarruth, they'll have a different set of task board items. Blackened skin. Was that blackened skin? Yes. We can do that, and we have enough. Blackened sword sheath. Again, we have enough. Broken wooden maces. Alright, so we have 4 task board items we can turn into. Oh, I'm sorry, Deputy, I almost forgot to talk to you again. And I see you are a lover of cats. That's very nice.
What can I do for you?
Wolf tails, boar tusks, and orc shields. You are quite the skilled warrior. It may seem a menial task to you, but believe me when I say this is much appreciated. The people here at the inn struggle enough without worrying about the wildlife and evils that are spreading unhindered. Ever since those lights appeared on Weathertop, we've had one trouble after another, and there isn't a sign of relief in sight. Take this small reward. You've earned it. Alright, so what are we going to take? It's really none of this stuff is useful to us. What's this hat look like? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We'll take the one that's
Could I
worth the most
speak with
coin.
you a moment?
You've handled yourself very well against the orcs, swine, and wolves. I think that you may be able to assist my deputy. He headed out to the camp on the far eastern side of Minas Ariel. He is watching over one of the workers there, and the brother of that ornery fellow, Gaderick. If you are interested in helping him out with the task I put before him, seek him at the camp on the far eastern edge of Minas Ariel. Alright, so into the Forsaken Inn. Let's see, we have several people here to talk to. Erenora.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
These are fine furs indeed. I'll cure these and sew a nice batch of new blankets for the guest. I'll thank you for your time with a bit of coin from my purse. And she's also going to give us some food. And our choice of an item. And again, not really anything we can use, but worth a small bit of coin, so that's always good. Falster.
Greetings, friend.
Ollie will be pleased with these curiosities for certain, and the wolf teeth should help sweeten the deal. I must admit I was not certain that you would succeed. The arrival of the goblins had done much to change the nature of my work here in the Lonelands. You have earned this reward, friend, and I hope you find this sufficient. I know that Redbrush will be pleased with this delivery. Again, stuff we can't really use, but worth coin. And okay, so we have our
Can't you
passport
leave
items,
me to my misery?
which we do not need to read
It's
that
a
again.
sorry day.
We have our bounty.
I'm sorry.
We also
did you
don't need to read again.
something?
And if I'm right, yes, we have completed, because as you see, there's no more bounty listed there.
It's a sorry day.
Your efforts are much appreciated. Long ago, my people left the bustle of city life behind, instead choosing to live our lives here in the place of our ancestors. We took the name of Glane, the Forsaken, and lived here in peace with nature, taking only what the ruins offer to us. There was a peace, and we did not think to fear for it, but then a ranger and some other crossed the last bridge into the Trollshaws, and evil has spread in their wake. From the north came goblins and dwarves in league with orcs, unheard of but true. From the south, orcs bearing a symbol of a white hand spread into Anunlus. All of these foes ravaged the land and drove us from the ruins where we once lived in peace. Okay. Alright. And he wants us to go talk to his brother Hunluf. Hunulf.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
Thus far you have proven true to your word. My judgment, however, is often clouded by my passion, and for this reason I will send you on to my brother. He will know whether you're of true intent. You will find him by following the roadway east to where it begins to rise. There is a vale to the south that will lead to the backside of Minas Ariol. He is encamped there with others. Pass his test. Perhaps you will earn our trust and earn passage to speak with one who knows much of what transpires now in these lands. So, all the stuff I just killed wasn't enough to prove that I am not an enemy? And all of these are either tasks or bounties,
Can't
so we
you
don't
leave
need
me
to
to my
read any of them.
misery? I'm sorry. Did you need something?
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Can't you leave me to my misery? I just want to pat her on top of the head. There, dear. It'll be okay. And of course, Anlef's only thing he has left is the Inn of Forsaken. And Kandak will be happy.
What can I do for you?
You have my thanks. With these fragments of pottery, I will be able to continue my trade. I and my customers, such as the vocal Mrs. Sandheaver, will each be happy. I do fear for the Eglain, though. Scavengers they may be, but they have a right to make a living as they see fit, and the increase in danger across the Lonelands threatens that right. If need be, I could return to Bree and take up my father's axe and become a woodsman. For the people living here in the unforgiving stretch of the wild, there is no such work to be found. And it looks like he's done with us too. So, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll continue. Okay, we're back. While I was gone, I did look up the pronunciation of that word, and it looks like it's Anunla. Anunless. Anunless. I'll eventually get that. I will eventually get my mouth around that one. I also attempted to look up the quest that supposedly involves these brigands that I saw up here somewhere. And I even found a website that actually lists all the quests per region. You could sort it by level, you could sort it by area. I cannot find... No, of course now I can't find the brigands either. Although I do know they're somewhere behind the Forsaken Inn. The only thing I could think of off the top of my head is there is somewhere out in the world here a small encampment with a couple of guards at it. But I thought for sure that encampment involved the level 55 orcs that were hanging around. Looks like there's a little bit of ruins right here. Nothing there. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go looking. And if I don't find this in a few minutes, so it's noon now. I give myself about 10 minutes to look around for this. And if I don't find it, well, we'll just have to call it, because this is obviously one of those things where if you don't find it soon, you're not going to find it easily. Makes me wonder if this wasn't something that used to be a quest chain and got discontinued, or what, because I am pretty sure that the camp I'm thinking of actually involves something much higher than what I'm capable of dealing with. But we're going to try to find it anyway. Because why not? Now, where are we? It's funny, I'm not even sure where we're at the moment. We are... Oh, we're near Midgewater Pass. Okay. So, there's Bleakcrypt. Because there's Midgewater Marsh. There's Weathertop. So, the camp I'm thinking of, because if you take the slow, stable ride that Ferryden has, you actually go past this stuff. So is it that way? There's the wolves that run back and forth. Okay. Okay. I don't think we can jump across there. You know, the other option is to go back to Bree, go to Cerridon and take the slow ride from Candave back, or from Cerridon back to Candave.
What we got there? We got a normal orc. That's not what we're looking for. Alright, so there's Glum Hollow. Do we ride past Glum? I should have been paying attention to this stable ride, but then I never do. And that is my mistake. Okay, that is my mistake. So, where are we going? I do remember we go, pretty sure we go past that. See that circle of pillars over there? Pretty sure we go past that on this stable ride. So let's see. We'll grab this barrel. A lot of work just to find some random quest chain that may no longer exist, huh? But why not? Why not indeed? Huh! An orc just fell from the sky. That is so funny. Okay. But they got rid of the falling mobs. Really? I did not fall that far. Is it this way we go? Or is it this way we go? Well, here's Breeland. Weatherway. Oh, somebody must be out here because... Yep. So... I don't really think I've come back this way except the occasional... that occasional stable ride. At least not in a very long time. Midgewater Pass. And that's the Midgewater Marsh, so not exactly what we were looking for. So let's go back the other way. We got about 5 more minutes we can look. So, nice waterway there. And some bats. Some silver. Yes, please. Again, it says we're in Breeland. Now, go over. I guess there is only one other thing I can think of to do. So, since we want to make absolutely sure we haven't missed something, we're going to fast travel back to Bree, head to see Ceradan, and we're going to take that little bit of a stable ride. That slow ride between Ceradan and Candace, and perhaps maybe we'll find out what's going on. Wow, compared to the Lone Lands, Bree is vividly green. Alright. Hello, Hello, Ceradan. We'd
What
like
do you
to
need?
ride over to Candace encampment again. Please and thank you. And it's very kind of him to let us do this for free. As many times as we want. Past the festival. No, is that? Yeah, that's the festival grounds. You can see it in the background. And there's Hingstaker Farm. Reading, they're discussing the new LI system in World Chat. And I guess I wasn't the only one that felt like the new system is more complicated and grindier, which is not a good sign. It's not going to fare well for the success of this new system if they keep it the way it is. Of course, it is unfinished. Maybe that will improve as they work on the system itself. So we are in Far Chetwood, which is over here. And Nanhern is way over there. That was where we dealt with turtles and that wood troll. It's a nice little ride, actually. I mean, if you don't mind the few minutes it takes, it's a very pretty ride through the woods. It's not a spot a lot of people hang out at, so... Alright, so we are looking at... Now we need to start looking. We're in the Weather Hills. We see, some nice ruins right there, which I would really love to explore, except if you happen to take a peek, there's Purple. There's your level 55 half-orc. And he would take none too kindly to us just stopping by to check out the ruins. But I'm going to mark that spot because I'm going to come back to it. I want to see what's in there. I like those ruins. I love to explore the ruins. But I am not going to take my level 31 character into ruins with level 55 mobs so I can get my... Oh, there it is. Alright. Here's this encampment. Hopefully nothing comes running at us.
Would you do something for me?
Okay, so... They do have level 22 quests here.
Would you do something for me?
Oh my goodness, okay. Dale and Sam are too busy whimpering about losing our traps and our equipment. Fools, what we needed to do is gather our weapons and trudge right back onto Bree. We've lost traps before. In fact, most times you'll lose several traps when hunting prey that is worth hunting. We do have little means, but we should have enough to survive. What we do not have is our weaponry. The orcs made off with everything of value. Some things I'm willing to part with, other items like my bow, Sam's halberd, and Dell's mace we cannot go on without. The journey home is treacherous as well, and knives will likely not see us through the journey. I do not have much, but if you find it within you to assist us, then I will give you what I can share. The orcs likely are still carrying all our goods. Alright, so she wants... I wonder if this is considered a Breland quest? No, it's considered Lonelands, okay.
Could I spit with you a moment?
We had hoped to be spending a few days at the Forsaken Inn, eating some of old Mugwort's stews, but now we are just hoping that the strips of dried meat we have left will last us. That is, unless you would be willing to help us get some meat. Beggars are not choosers, and we would be pleased to get even the stringiest of wolf meat, though I will share a secret. There is choice meat on a wolf. If you are hunting them anyway, would you collect some choice cuts that I can slice into strips and further treat so that we have enough food to return to Bree? Alright, so these two... Oh, and there's another one here.
Might I take a moment of your time?
I've been tracking wolves and other prey for the greater part of my life. Never have I seen anything like it, and now I hope to never see anything like it ever again. It stood nearly the height of a man at shoulder, with jaws twice the size of my head. Worse, it were led by orcs. Orcs. I've heard tales, but never had the misfortune to see one. Now I have the displeasure of their acquaintance and a terribly light set of packs to show for our misbegotten hunt. I'm asking, not without humility, that you offer up some assistance to those of us who have so recently seen our fortunes dashed. There are wolves all throughout these hills. The pelts would fetch a good amount of coin back in Bree. I would be willing to pay you up front some for your assistance in keeping our livelihood intact. What say you? Alright, anybody else here? I think. Hoping that's the only ones. And there's a Chetwood Stalker here. There's a half-orc. that we don't want to talk to right now. Damn you. Are you all in those ruins? Look at these ruins. I want to go look at them. Probably about to get my butt kicked. Yeah, we'll get our butt kicked trying to go up here. Let's see, there's... Yep. White Hand Sentinel. Orc Outlaw. Darn. Okay. We are definitely making a note to come back here later so we can come see these ruins. And granted, there's probably nothing really all that special about those ruins except that they're ruins and I like to look at them. So. And we can go down this way. There's... Ah, you know what? If I had taken that bridge across, because I'd seen it when I was looking, I would have ended up at that encampment. Oh well. So we need to collect some wolf hide and some wolf meat and find some lost goods. A bit of lag there. Wasn't expecting all that. Oh look, it's an orc. We're gonna get anything from you? Yes, we got halberd from you. We got a mace. Oh, the only thing we're missing is the girl's bow. Okay. So we need a few more wolves. And at least one more orc. But that still doesn't answer the question about the brigands. I found quests, but it wasn't the quests I was expecting to find. Very funny, huh? Did we find the girl's bow? Nope, we still haven't found the girl's bow yet. Okay. And actually, these quests, I'm not even sure I have ever done. Unless it was so long ago that I've forgotten about it. Oh, still haven't found her bow. I guess, really, if you think about it, you're only going to find this quest chain if you've actually ridden out here on your own instead of taking Sheridan's stable. And I'm wondering if it used to be that you had to ride out here on your own instead of using a free stable ride. We need a few more wolves. I mean, 11.5 years of playing the game, there are definitely things I have still missed. I don't know why you decided to attack me. Did we get everything? see, it looks like, yep, we did get everything. So let's head back over to that camp. Alright, so where's that bridge? Now that we know we need to go over that bridge to get there, makes it a little easier to find. So I imagine this is kind of what the bridge near the Forsaken Inn would have looked like. Nice looking stone bridge, isn't it? At least it's decently wide enough that a person could walk right down the center and not worry about falling to their death.
How can I be of service?
You're a truly generous hero. We thought our lives lost, then our livelihoods. Now we have a small bit of hope that we can recover. We shall ever be in your debt. And this actually gives you reputation with the Men of Bree, which we don't actually need because we're already maxed out, but hey, interesting to know.
Greetings.
These are fine cuts indeed. I shall be able to cure enough meat for a trip to Bree and back to this accursed land. Thank you. You have shown me there is still hope, though the skies above are darkening.
What do you need?
These will certainly help. Now if I can only get those two to stop licking their wounds, gather their composure, and head back towards Bree, I might sleep in a real bed within a few nights. Alright, and... well, I mean... we got some quests done that I wouldn't have gotten done if I hadn't been looking around. It just wasn't the quest we wanted. So I seriously still don't know. Whoa, let's go this way. I seriously still don't know let's not go that way. Okay, I still don't know anything about those brigands. That is going to drive me nuts. So a random camp of brigands sitting there, and no quest chain to go with it? Must be something I'm missing. Or, like I said, maybe, maybe it's a quest chain that just no longer exists, and I'm chasing rainbows and unicorns. Look, all these wolves ready to run away. You don't often get to see this actual staging of the mobs. But yeah, those were staged to run down the path. Now, I vaguely remember this area killing wolves here. That's what. Now, of course, obviously this was where the arcs are. That we went to that camp for Candace. And Oh, somebody's making dyes. Nice. We don't need any dyes right now. We have a few. We've bought a few off the A8. We've had a couple given to us. So, dye-wise, we're good. And we want to go this way. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a couple of Ranger Green. A couple of Walnut Brown. Of course, Sea Blue's nice. Although, yeah, Sea Blues and Turquoise are very similar to each other. Steel Blue's nice. It's kind of like a grayish blue. Very pretty. There's a lot of different dyes. Where am I? I hope I was... I'm on Weather Top. That's funny. We'll go this way. We kind of want to get off Weather Top, not keep going up it. Can you jump down there? Probably not without some pretty bad brake. You can slide down like that. Still a small brake, but... And we have a brush prowler here. We don't want to kill the kitty, so... So I guess we are not going to find out anything about those brigands. We're just not going to find out. Kind of disappointing. On the bright side, we found random quests that we would not have found otherwise. So I guess it all comes out in the wash. Let's see, where are we headed? We are looking for... We're looking for a little pass. And I think I see it. We're probably aggroing a few things in the process, but who cares? Green onions, yes please. That's where, yep, this is where we want to go. Got this little spot here, kind of tucked away. Want some people camped up top. Defender of Oscaruth. An elf here. We got a guy with a little Mumat. It's cute. Can't remember how you get the Mumat. But it's cute. My brother Hunulf.
Why are you bothering me?
Gaderick sent you on to me. That is good news. My brother sought vengeance, it is true, and I swear to you just. We lost many when the goblins came here. Many are gone and still lost to us. It is good that you are here and willing to aid us. Alright. And over here is our deputy, Deputy Osmond.
Woe to me.
Bram sent me help. He sent me here to watch over the hobbit, old Mugwort, who is proving to be far more difficult to watch than I like. He also wanted me to make certain that this fellow Hunolf was kept safe. Then I received a message from him that he wants all these other problems handled and, well, thankfully you're here now. And we completed Tales of the Lonely Road Advanced. Oh, did we? Okay, so deed complete. Oh, okay. So we've completed oh, we've done like 30 quests in Lone Land so far, and we're not even remotely done yet. Well, we also got 10 Elotro points for doing that. Some virtue points. Very good. Okay. Not gonna turn down Elotro points. Oh, look. Oh, my barrel iron sold. And my other barrel iron sold. And my silver sold yesterday, so very good. We're getting towards 200 gold. Of course, I did have to spend a little gold to... I forgot what I did. Well, I mean, other than buying the food. Oh, yeah. I opened up my vaults more. Because I needed the space.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Goblins swept in from the north and overrun the ruins in the south. Then were passed into service by the strange orcs in the north. Their leader, a cunning little runt called Nishruk, hides in the ruins west of the encampment in the darkest reaches of Minas Iriel. Bram sent me here to see that the leader was destroyed and that these fine folks were watched over properly. Now I know that the encampment is deep beyond the ruins to the west, in an area that looks truly infested by goblins. Go to that section of the ruins and kill Nishruk. I'll have a reward for you when the deed is done. I'd like to know how they know the names of these orcs, unless, you know, they've heard them being shouted or something. Old Mugwort here. He's the cook for the Forsaken Inn. Only he's out hunting right now. Or, well, he's out standing in front of an unlit campfire, waiting for somebody, a sucker like me, to come along and do the hunting for him.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Alright, so he wants me to hunt lynxes for their fur. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. I don't like it, but I'll take it.
Might I speak with you a moment?
And he wants me to hunt the lynxes for their meat. Yeah, I still don't like it, but I'll take it. Because the next step will be to hunt wargs, and, well, there's a chain there. Alright, so...
I'll not be ignored.
If you have time, I would ask for assistance in a matter of great importance. As the goblins tore through our ranks, we salvaged one find and hid it deep within the ruins of Minas Iriel, at a place called Osleiden. It is a statue retrieved from marshy swampland, and we hope to keep it safe from harm. But a recent visitor to Oscaruth made mention that the statue lay at the heart of problems facing us. If you are willing, we need to collect this statue. You will find it in goblin camps that now lie furthest east in the ruins of Minas Iriel, across the bridge to the west. I fear the goblins may have already found it, so search any goblin you may slay there. When you have found the statue, return it to me. So we're looking for something called the statue of the maiden.
Will you let me speak my piece?
Over the years, as we have studied and collected the items left in these ruins, we have earned a living for our people. Many of the goods that will help to purchase much-needed items for our folk have been lost in the spiders' lairs over the years. If you're already entering the valley to assist us with the spiders, then I would ask that you take the time to reclaim these valuable treasures for us. You will likely find them wrapped in thick webbing, scattered throughout the valley floor. Cut through the webbing and find the valuable items and return them to me. And the very last thing I needed while reading about spiders was to have a big old wasp land on me. Okay. Let's just stay way over there, and I will stay right here. Just do not come near me again, wasp. Thank you. Alright, back to what we were doing.
Stay and hear me
Long
out.
has evil flourished in the dark places of the world, and creatures spawned in these shadows came forth to trouble the Glane. Spiders, a kind which we call Vile Fang and Shadow Weaver, make their home in the valley beneath the ruins of Minas Ariol, northwest from the camp. Their staring eyes ensnare all who gaze upon them. Pluck out their eyes, and you remove their power. If you are willing to face them, I would ask that you find the spiders beneath Minas Ariol and take their eyes from them, black as pitch and crimson as blood. And we have burning the
I
dead.
do not ask much of you.
When the goblins came into Minas Ariol, there was panic. Many ran towards the savages, and others fled through the valley beneath the ruins, hoping to escape the spears and sharp teeth of the goblins, only to fall prey to the spiders beneath. Those that entered the valley and did not emerge must be burned. It is only fair to save their bodies from the terror that awaits them. If you're willing, I will ask that you burn the corpses of the fallen. You will find the entrance to the valley, north and to the west, at the front of Minas Ariol, or over the bridge and through the goblins to the west. Alright, so that's a very, very sad task. He wants us to kill, or burn his dead. Now, as you see over here, we got some goblins that are a little stronger than the average. And at level, this would definitely be a much bigger challenge. But even not at level, you get a couple of these on you, and it's a bit of a fight. But there's a lot of them in here. And we just got a new deed. Yay. And I have collected a statue of the maiden. Also, if you notice, these goblins give a tiny bit more rep per kill than the average ones. These give actually 12 rep per kill. And I think when we were up at Minas Ariol, we looked down at the spiders we get to kill, and they're a little stronger than the average too.
Why are you bothering me?
You see the beauty of the statue now. I have not seen such beauty among men or elf. Eric, another of our number, claims that she is a maiden separated from her sisters. I do not know if the tales woven by our stone speaker are true, but I know that the statue shows a female of beauty unseen in the world. I thank you for making this recovery. Well, you're welcome. So, I will not spoil that, but I do recognize who that is. And we're gonna not take those just yet because that's actually a completely different area from where we're gonna be questing come tomorrow. But, well, as we continue on, we will find more and more quests, but apparently not any quest involving brigands. C'est la vie. We're going to pause here for the night, convince old Mugwort here to light the fire. Maybe the deputy will loan us a bedroll. Looks like, exactly enough bedrolls for exactly the number of people here. Oh well. I guess I'll use my cloak. Anyway, she's gonna rest. We're gonna go. And until next time, bye for now.